What's up? Morning. There was a morning when I stood right in front of this mirror and didn't even recognize the man looking back at me. Back then I was 60 pounds heavier, soft, tired before the day had even started. And the worst part wasn't even the damn weight. It was that I knew exactly how I'd gotten there. One small surrender at a time. One donut after another. The old All-Start Monday stacked on top of the last one. But here's what no one tells you about rebuilding your life. It doesn't fall apart in the gym. It falls apart in 4 seconds between when your alarm goes off and when your feet are hitting the floor. That's where the voice lives. It'll say something like, skip today. You're tired. You've earned a break. One day won't matter. Start fresh on Monday. Come on, man. You know you've heard those voices. I hear them all the time. That voice talked me out of the man I wanted to be for years. And I'm guessing it's been talking to you just the same. So I'm not gonna give you the motivational poster version. We can skip all that crap. But today I'm going to walk you through what the first 30 days actually feel like when you want to change your life, and why your mind fights you, what your mornings need to look like, and then how to keep one promise long enough that a habit starts to carry the weight and you don't have to carry it yourself anymore. Because here is the truth. I had to learn the hard way. If I can keep going for 30 days with zero motivation, zero discipline, zero desire, I promise you can too. Do it one day at a time. And in 30 days, it's not going to change your whole life. Let's not be crazy here. But 30 days in a row, doing small changes, if you can do it for 30 days, you can do it for a year. Just imagine what difference you'll see a year from now. I'm Ken.
All right, guys. So the first mistake almost every man makes is the same exact one that I made. And that's deciding that you want to change your whole life at once. You try to change everything. You're going to wake up at 4:30. You're going to go to the gym every day. You're going to eat a perfect diet. You're going to quit sugar. You're going to read every night, pray more, fix your finances, solve world hunger, become a completely different human being by Friday, and it's already Wednesday. Man, slow your roll, my friend. It don't work that way. And if you try to do it that way, I bet you won't make it 3 days. Then you're going to crash. And then your mind's going to start playing tricks on you because it's going to say stuff like, see, I knew you couldn't do it. But you didn't fail because you can't change, my friend. You failed because you tried to pick up the entire world at once. Too much, too soon. Nobody walks into the gym on day one, grabs 315 pounds, loads it on the bar, and then does a bench press. No, most of us would bury ourselves. So why are you doing that exact same thing with your life, man? Slow your roll. Simplify it. One goal. That's it. For me, it wasn't about having the perfect workout or the perfect diet. It was about getting my ass up out of bed when I set my alarm. When the alarm went off, I got up. It took me an entire week of doing that just to get that figured out and done right. That was the whole win, getting out of bed. For you, it might be something like a 30-minute walk, or go to the gym before you go to work, or not touching your phone for the first hour. Pick one clear, measurable promise, and then keep it to yourself. Because when you keep one promise long enough, something happens that no motivational video, even this one, can give you. You start to trust yourself again. And that's where confidence actually comes from. Not from hype, not from music, not from telling yourself you're a beast while your life falls apart. Confidence is built when you tell yourself you'll do something and then you watch yourself do it. If you want to rebuild your life, you win or lose it in the morning. Period. Before the world gets a vote, when I was at my worst, my mornings had no structure. I woke up reactive, woke up already behind, in a bad mood, grabbed my phone, grabbed my thoughts, and let my mood pick my actions. Waited to feel motivated. And the second you wait to feel motivated, you've already lost, my friend. Motivation is a guest. It shows up late, leaves early, and never comes when you actually need it to. You cannot build a life on a feeling that disappears the moment you are uncomfortable. So I stopped negotiating. The morning got simple, not glamorous, simple. Because here's what I finally understood. You see, your brain isn't asking, is this good for me in the long term? Your brain is asking, is what I'm about to do familiar? Is it safe? And when you try to build a new standard, your brain treats it like a threat because it doesn't know what you're trying to do. That resistance has a name. It's the friction between the man you are now and the man you say you want to be. That's what you're feeling. Kind of feels like dread, a little irritating, maybe like exhaustion, like your mind building a legal case for why you should stay exactly the same and not get your ass up out of the bed. So learn this now. In the first 30 days, and it's going to serve you for a lifetime. Not every thought deserves a vote, man. So your mind's going to hand you every damn excuse it could come up with. That doesn't make it true. So when you build a routine simple enough to run even on the mornings when you don't feel like shit, you're gonna win. Let me break this down and make it practical, because most guys will overcomplicate the morning into 17-step rituals that you never repeat. You don't need all that. You need a routine that makes it harder to quit on yourself. Here's the version that rebuilt me. 1, the alarm goes off and you move. No negotiation. Feet on the floor before your mind has time to sit there and argue. The longer you lay there in bed, the more time you give it to give you the old, take the wheel back, 5 more minutes, 1 more snooze, just do it tomorrow, and all that nonsense. Don't do that. Get up and go. I don't give myself 30 seconds. Your brain will jump in 0 seconds, and it'll be that same old song and dance. Don't give in to that shit. Give in to the new you, not the old you. Now, number 2, make your bed. I know, sounds retarded, but do it. I know it's a small thing, but do it anyway. It's the first promise of the day. And when you say to yourself the night before, I'm going to make my bed tomorrow, and then 96 later, boom, you do it before you've done anything else, you've already finished something, and you've already won once that day. And if the rest of your day goes sideways, you can come home to a nice made bed, proof that the morning you had shown up. Small things done many times equal big things. Number 3, move your body. Get up off your ass, my friend. The gym, a walk, a push-up in your living room. I don't care, but move before the world starts asking things from you. Personally, I walk. I take my dogs for a walk. I'm out walking them right now. And the benefits aren't soft motivational fluff. Movement, first thing, genuinely steadies your mood and clears your head for the day. You're starting the day with evidence that you are not helpless, you are not a pussy, and that your body still works. That you can do one hard thing on command. Number 4, guard the door to your mind. Do not start your day on social media. Do not start your day on news. Do not start it with your email, reacting to everyone else's bullshit, anything that isn't about you getting your mind straight first. You choose you. You choose what goes in your mind, because what goes in is going to come out. So choose something useful. Like for me, I listen to an audiobook. Right now, it's Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Or I'll listen to a daily sermon. Or sometimes it's just a YouTube video. Whatever it is, I start out with something positive to penetrate my brain and not garbage. Because garbage in is garbage out. And that's not a cliche. It's the rule your whole day runs on. The first voice you let should not be an outrage feed. It should be something that builds you up. 5, 1 line of gratitude. Say one thing that you are grateful for. Write it down if you can, or just say it out loud. Say the one thing you're grateful for. I'm grateful that I got a bunch of subscribers that choose to tune in and listen to me ramble my face. There. See how easy it is? Here's why this works. It's not a woo-woo your mind game. See, your mind can't hold gratitude and bitterness in the same hand at the same time. A grateful mind has no room left to be a negative one. Just take 10 seconds out of your morning and do it. It changes the whole channel. Number 6, do the one thing. Whatever your one goal is, do the action that supports it. If it's health, Get the workouts going. If it's your sobriety, call someone before you drink. Whatever it is, not 20 things. That's the whole morning. And every time you run it, you're not just checking boxes. You're casting a vote for the man you are becoming. All these little things, small as they are, will add up to a really big new you in the distant future. So ask yourself, hey self, what kind of person do I want to be a year from now? And then what kind of things do I need to do to become that person? Start with one of them. Here's the piece most people skip, and it's the one that actually keeps you in the fight. Track your progress. Every single day you hit your minimum, you mark it. Put a sticker on the calendar. An X works just fine. A notebook, use an app, whatever. I don't care. Just make it visible so you can see your success. And here's why this is so much powerful than it sounds or looks. For the first few weeks, that row of stickers or scratches or X's or whatever are going to mean nothing. But string a couple weeks of that stuff together and something flips in your head. Now you've got a chain in your brain. That same brain that last week was negotiating against you getting your ass out of bed on time does not want to screw up that whole chain of stickers you got going on. It will not mess with you. It'll inspire you to get your ass up because it wants to see those success marks. So in the morning, once you got it done, mark your success. Now you've turned your own stubbornness into an ally. Your brain wants to see the score go up, so give it the damn score. Let it work for you for once. Hey, try it. Now, important truth, here we go, because I won't lie to you to make this point. The streak is a tool, not a god. If for God forbid you miss a day, shit happens, and it's okay. Research actually is clear that if you miss one day, it does not erase your progress. You are not going to evaporate into a little troll. The work you put in is still there. So don't let one little slip up turn into, I broke it, and I might as well just say, fuck it. That's the old voice again, wearing a new mask. Which brings me to the only hard rule that I'm going to give you, my friend. Don't miss 2 days in a row. One missed day, that's life. 2 missed days is the beginning of you going back to the old you, the person you don't want to be. Miss once, fine. Just never let it become 2 times. So let me tell you what's coming so this shit does not blindside you and catch you off track. Because being blindsided is why most people give up on day 1 through day 7. Because they are not expecting the amount of resistance you are going to get. Your brain is going to do everything in its power to fuck with you. It is going to make the task of getting out of bed and doing something as simple as putting your shoes on seem like an impossible fucking feat. And then they quit because they're shocked by how much they didn't want to do it. Be prepared. Understand that resistance is not a sign that it's impossible or that you're getting ready to solve world hunger. Resistance is a sign that something is changing in your life. You're trying to change because you want to change. Change is good. When I first started, I didn't bounce out of the bed like a ball and like I'm some kind of fitness influencer. I moaned and groaned and I was irritated, annoyed. Oh, shit. Just get up. But I made a promise to myself and I would refuse to let that promise go. And that's what kept me getting up. After a few days, all that will go away. Just don't be caught off guard when you feel that. Don't judge your results during the first week. Just show up. Just show up and don't break your promise. Days 8 through 14, the newness of this adventure is going to wear off. You might be all happy, go away the first few days, but eventually it's going to be like, damn, I've got to do this another day and then another day. And then, yeah, this is something you're committing to do. Change is an ongoing process. So at some point, it will become routine and mundane. Figure out and find a way to make it exciting. I watch YouTube videos. It's just work. But this is where your grit or your identity gets tested. Because if you catch yourself asking, am I really this kind of person? Do I really want to be fit or whatever your goal is? Do I want to do this forever? I don't know if I'm really cut of it. If you start having those thoughts, cut that shit out. After a few days, you'll start to notice there's less of that tolerance of your own excuses. You'll get tired of your bullshit and don't even want to hear it from yourself. The man who only goes and does what he feels like when he feels like is not disciplined. He's just an emotional bitch. Discipline begins the moment feelings are gone and the standard stays the same. And now you can fight the voice differently. It says, you can't do this. And you say, watch me fucking do it. Days 15 through 21. Momentum starts. Not easy, just a little impossible. The routine starts to feel familiar, and that matters because your brain loves familiarity. Sleeping is used as a function to become familiar. So breaking promises used to be a familiar thing. Now you are creating new habits. The whole new thing is becoming the familiar thing. And here's the part that everyone gets backwards. Motivation usually shows up now, after the work, not before it. Action first, the evidence second, and then pride, then motivation, and all the happy feelings. You don't wait to feel like it. You go anyway, and eventually your brain says some shit like, I'm being the kind of man who does this stuff. Boom! And you feel good about it. Days 22 through 30. You stop trying and you start becoming the person you weren't expecting you could become. Every day you keep that promise to yourself. You're teaching yourself, I am the kind of man who does what he says he does. Bam, period, end of sentence. And that's everything, because self-respect is built on self-trust, and self-trust is built one kept promise at a time. By day 30, you may not have your dream body, you won't have a perfect life, but you'll have something you didn't have on one day. Proof that you can change, proof discomfort isn't going to kill you, and proof your mind doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about, so ignore it anyway. And let me get to the whole thing, all the way to the very end of this message, and get straight with you about the numbers, because I'm not here to sell you that fairy tale or that clickbait shit, that 30 days is a new you. I don't know how many days it'll take. The habit is locked in at some point, but not at 30 days. Real change keeps going as you do it anyway. So just keep going. Don't worry about the day count. The steeper part, like at the 30-day mark, you're at the crest of the high climb. And then after that, it's all downhill from there. So just get over it to get through it. And the hill starts walking with you instead of against you. That's the whole point. Once that one habit is running and you got it pretty much going on its own, after you don't have to think about it, when you're waking up before your alarm and life is going good, now it's time to add in the next thing. Maybe that's the diet. Maybe that's doing some readings or your finances. Whatever it is, now is the time that you can add in a second thing. Remember, one at a time. We never do it all at once, because almost everyone that tries to do more than they should gets it wrong about change. Most men overestimate what they can do in a single day, and they badly underestimate what they can achieve in a single month. You can't transform your life by Friday, but small things done consistently over a long enough time don't stay small. They compound and they grow. They become life-altering things. Consistency over time beats intensity every single time. You're not behind because you lack some trait other men have. You're just out of practice and you've been sitting on your ass too long. Keep your promises and you'll be fine. That's all. That's the difference between you and them. They kept one more promise to themselves than you did. So the whole question is, why not start right now? Why do you gotta wait till tomorrow? What promise could you make now and then keep it? Do it. The future you is gonna be happy. And the good news is that simple practice is something you can start, like I said, right now. So here's the deal, guys. For me, when I had gained that 60 pounds and stood in front of that mirror, I had to rebuild from the ground up. And I fought myself every single morning. The first day of my journey, when I promised myself I'd go for a walk, guess how far I made it? 3 damn houses before I gave up, and I turned around and I cried like a little bitch all the way home. But once I got home, I was hell-bent on staying this way. I did not want to be fat for the rest of my life. So guess what? The next day I got up and I walked just a little bit further. That's all you gotta do. Stop waiting to feel ready, and eventually the thing that you dread will become a part of the person you are. That same road is open to you. It's open to all of us, but nobody walks it for you. So tomorrow morning, one goal, one routine, one promise, do it for 30 days. And when that voice starts arguing with you, and it's gonna, remember this, you don't have to win the rest of your life tomorrow. You just have to win your morning. So don't lose. All right, real talk. Before we wrap this up, my friends, tell me your one habit that you're going to commit to. Drop it in the comments. The single thing you're committing to for the next 30 days, not 10. One, say it out loud. Put it in writing where other men can see it. Make it real. And then come back and tell me how your day 7 feels. And then day 10, I want to hear about your whole journey. Now about subscribing. I'm not going to beg you to do it. Here's the honest math instead. If you subscribe, you get one of these every Sunday. A message from me for free. Built to start your week off, point it in the right direction, free of charge. Instead of doom scrolling, you got me you can listen to. That's the trade. It helps you more than it helps me. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's completely fine. No hard feelings. I'm just going to be real with you. If you're the kind of person who doesn't subscribe, you're kind of probably the same kind of person who's going to quit before the week's over anyway, so I probably won't see you in the comments either. That's just how winners win. They do the little things that they should. That's just the truth. But the man who subscribes, he's usually the one with enough grit to actually use this method. He's smart enough to see what a free message every Sunday is worth when he's trying to rebuild his life. If that's you, you already know it. You're in the right spot. This is Diaries of Masculine Men. No excuses needed. No victim mentalities welcome. Just the honest work of becoming the man you can respect and the women will love. I'll see you next Sunday. Be ready to work.